Schwable room. Beat down Brown. Eddie B.
Dirty.
Dirty. Yeah. We got a special surprise for y'all this week. My man in the building right now. My man in the building. Baby brother Sauce on Bread stopped by to act up.
Tell the people more about the advantages of our product.
They never lose their cool.
Expand your mind. But I've got a better source of information.
The best source of information, the Dirty 30.
That motherfucker hard, ain't it? That
Thank
shit
you,
is,
brother.
that shit is Beat Street
Oh
hard.
yeah, it slaps.
That shit is
It
Beat
slaps.
Street hard.
Yeah. Dirty 30 in the house. My man Old E. I'm your man Beat Down Brown and Sauce on Bread in the house. Schwable Rule Production.
That shit hard, boy. That shit
Sauce on
hard.
Bread in the building.
Right.
Yeah.
That's-
Let's rip, fam.
Let's
Let's get
let
into
everybody
it, man.
say Ramon.
Watch out for that third rail.
What?
All right. Watch out for that third rail, man.
I knew New York was hard, man, when these motherfuckers moved into a vacant.
Hey, man, that's what it is. And then got the electricity from the pole, you know.
Yeah.
Ran it through the whole crib. That was
love, man, because this old lady was riding.
Yeah, that's what it was that back then.
That's word.
Yeah. My
All
man,
right.
my man knew about it. But yeah,
Hey,
let's get it, man.
I noticed something. I'm gonna cut in for 1 second, and I hope I still have it up here. I'm gonna go to the trusty iPad here real quick, and I noticed there was an overall theme when you set up the itinerary for this week.
Yeah.
And let's see if I can bring it up here.
Let me see.
Let's see if I can bring it up here. Yes, here we go. Looking at across the many topics that you hit me with, it's like, where do we try to keep one theme going when we do the Dirty 30 here? And I want to go from the ancient Greek AC alone, because there is one running theme, and it's something that you'll recognize as soon as I start here. But this is from the ancient Greek AC alone, fair use, and that's why I'm spitting it. And I'm not going to slam poet it. I'm going to take it back to something a little bit more Socrates. And it's like, all balls don't bounce. Some balls roll and some balls hang. And some people have a ball when they're doing their thing. Now, what's the result? Your life is biased. All one-sided and surrounded by liars. Yes, all balls, brother. All balls. Pause.
Oh, pause. Okay.
No.
Pause. Yeah.
Yeah, you ain't gonna bite. No,
No, not at all.
Right. So,
all right, man. First order of business, man. Mr. Dwight Howard. Yeah, he's making the rounds and making the news in all the wrong ways and aspects of things right now, man. Have y'all been following this, my brothers?
yeah, man.
What's your quick take on it, man?
So quickly, man, like, you know what's going around is that video of him grabbing homeboy's dickus at the game. And I remember seeing that shit. Like, I think people think that that's a new video, but I remember I was like,
It was old.
I was like, what the fuck did he just do? And why did this dude smile and look up like nothing for these people? Hey man, I mean, what the fuck can you say, man?
He said, what he do in his own private life is his business.
I don't think. Go ahead.
My biggest thing about the whole thing is true indeed. What you do in your private life is your own business.
Yeah.
There's no judgment on that end of it. Do you? You know, it is what it is. My biggest thing about it, and this goes to something we're going to review a little bit later on, consider the source of where you're going to find said business.
Yeah.
You in the DMs, dog.
Yeah.
Nobody learned from the DM action, whether it's the chick that was shooting Lil Wayne laying in the bed, the broad that shot Lil Yachty laying in the bed, and everything else. The DMs is not your source of entertainment.
Nah,
that's
not
your
source of condemnation, bro.
Yeah, that's going to get you played.
To me, what I heard was, yes, I swing a little that way or whatever, but I did not assault. Because now,
And
he said it's sexual assault or whatever. And dude, like, nah, what we did was consensual. I ain't saying that I didn't get down. I'm just saying that I ain't beat your ass.
Hey, homie, ain't no swinging a little. That motherfucker bungee jumped off the goddamn tree over to the other side. And I you know what? Let me say this. I want to kind of believe him. You know what I'm saying? Because this shit happens all the time to straight motherfuckers. Some bitch come out and say, "Hey man, you know what? Let me retract that word." Some broad come out, if that's any better, and says,
I would
Go
just
ahead,
want to let
man.
you know that salsa breads,
Yeah.
salsa bread speaks strictly for salsa bread.
"Hey, if you a
Just
feminist, you don't want to listen to me, man." But no, my dick shout out to DJ LOH on the ones and twos on Sock Me in the Jaw when you see me. Listen, how you look, man, this happens to the heterosexual men all the time. Some woman comes out, it happened to Dr. Cosby. It happened to golf playing motherfucker Tiger Woo. It happened to I was about to say goddamn Alfonso Ribeiro. Cuba Gooding Jr. Years, all this time later, motherfucker come out, oh, I was sexually assaulted. You know what I mean? Think about what's my boy, Mike Irvin.
That's him.
He didn't even touch the bitch or say nothing crazy. They got the video, and she was trying to say, yeah, he assaulted me. So it's like, I hate that this is how his personal business was sprung out into the streets like that. That's something he might have wanted to get. And that's his right. If he didn't want people to know that he like wingle wangle, then that's his business. But, it's sad that this is how it come out because motherfucker trying to extort him for a couple of dollars. I believe him. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think the big thing is, I don't even think the story here is that he like dick. I think the story is you got a motherfucker trying to extort him.
But that's not gonna sell. What's selling is the star. He knows his star power, and that's what it is. They're talking about Dwight and not the dude or whatever you want to, that person identifies as. We don't even know the person's name. It's just all about Dwight. Dwight did this. Dwight, being accused of that. So he knows he's been a celebrity a long damn time. He know how to move. He didn't see how this shit play out.
Yeah,
that's my point. When you move, you have to know how to move. The minute you are working on a place where you work and finding folks somewhere that is public, then this person is operating in public off top.
Right.
That's not how you operate. You have to operate with some discretion because you are not an ordinary person.
Absolutely.
So not being an ordinary person, you can't do ordinary crap.
Right. I mean, he's been in the news, cats making fun of him because he got to go play overseas now. Don't nobody want his big ass. And like I said, man, he always been moving goofy, So I wouldn't expect anything less for something like this to come out. I'm not surprised, but I'm not judging his lifestyle. That's what he want to do. That's so be it. That's how he get down. I'm not tripping on that.
Yeah, man, and I agree with you, big bro. I mean, I find it funny. It's kind of like those cats that I'm not gonna say his name, but I went to school with a cat. Just on the subject, real quick. I went to school with a cat who made it to the NFL, played 3 years. It didn't last. He ended up back home. Everybody was, oh, he was like this motherfucker made it to the top of the top of where his profession was supposed to take him. Same with Dwight Howard. I don't watch basketball like that, but how can you make fun of that dude like that? Like,
because he's supposed to be, he's still got some good years left, and the fact that nobody wants to fuck with him. And I think a lot of it might be his character as well, because a lot of cats like, man, he just, he don't take the shit serious. That's what Kobe and him was on. Like, this dude just don't take this shit fucking serious.
They said Kobe called him soft.
Yeah, what you say before, you just big for nothing.
Big for nothing, right?
Yeah, and that's a lot of folks, they passed on him. Like, man, fuck, he could come off as a veteran, but nah, not on my bench.
That motherfucker want to be a cheerleader. Go ahead.
Homeboy wanted the problem with him going out to LA the first time and even the second time. As far as from athletics go, he was supposed to be the one. He was
Yeah.
supposed to be the next Shaq. He was
Yeah.
big. He was dominant. The funny part about it is if you look at his pregame warm-ups like that, homeboy had a jumper from deep. Homeboy would mess around the stuff that Curry do shooting from half court and like that. He was doing before every game. I did watch Howard.
Yeah.
This offseason, he had a tryout for the Warriors and a couple other squads, and obviously they decided they wasn't going to run with him because I watch basketball heavy. And with that being the case, your seriousness to this craft, as far as this goes, is not where it's supposed to be, which is even a portion of hopefully Zion is turning around this year. But as we saw from more DM action, more operating in the wrong sphere, this is the whole thing. It's not a judgment of his lifestyle because I'm judging Zion too, because you're up there working in a sphere with people that operate to extort your star power name.
You like dick too?
No. That was with them porn stars,
the porno,
man.
babe. Just like the same shit. You see what I'm saying? It happens to the everyday, the regular. It happens to these heterosexuals. So it's like nobody judging him. And as far as I'm concerned, let's not act like D. Howe the only sweet motherfucker up in the league or any of these leagues.
That's why doesn't stand out to me. Is the fact that he keep getting caught in these situations. He get caught slipping. I don't care about his preference. It's just him not moving right. He's
man.
Been goofy, and I expect nothing else from a goofy dude to move goofy.
What was it back in the day? The two Collins twins, one of the Collins twins. I don't know which one it was. Yeah, he came out. You ain't never hear anything else about it. It's like this is his preference in the story. He played years after that. There was never an issue until he outlived his service. And then he was out the league. So that's not the issue. The issue is how are you moving in all of this?
He's moving reckless for whatever reason.
And as far as that goes, real quick, and then we can get off of it.
Yeah.
We heard and we knew when Michael and Juanita broke up, Michael was up there slinging from here to here. And it wasn't no question.
He was Air Jordan for real.
He was Air Jordan for real. He had regional bras, and it didn't come out till way later. It didn't mess with his star power when he was still in the league or anything. That was the quietest is kept divorce when I think that happened when he was still in the league with Washington.
Yeah, but there was also cool side note. There was no internet heavy like that. There was no DMs. There was none of that shit during that era. During that
internet did fucked a lot of motherfuckers out.
Exactly. We just talked about Zion and the fucking DMs and getting caught on on video. Somebody laying right next to you, just going live with your ass snoring.
The internet ain't nothing but a big ass flashlight. I mean, they catching preachers in the bed with other men's.
That part.
You know what I mean? They catch
they catching shootouts. They catching everything now, man. So that was a different era, but I understand how Mike was moving. Those in his circle knew what the get down was, but us not knowing, his image, we didn't know about that. Just
giving that stove top stuffing.
All right, man. Let's segue, man. Let's segue. This motherfucker.
You know he was gonna do it.
The preacher's giving that stove top.
That was part one, man. We're gonna keep it NBA for a little bit more.
Let's get it.
The DOJ opens an investigation into the NBA for tampering with ice cubes, the big three.
As they should.
Yeah, they've been fucking with him heavy, and now the Department of Justice is opening up an investigation against these jokers. They did something wrong for them to open up a case, because before, he was screaming like, they just don't fuck with me, but now he got, the DOJ on their ass. Like, look, y'all telling players, or telling people referees not to coach these games. Y'all telling players, not to participate in this. And mind you, it's just an extension, they're getting paid, they're getting exposure, and it's like, a branch of the fucking NBA. But because he's involved, for some reason, I don't know why, they don't want to fuck with him.
Okay,
man, I believe personally, my bad. I believe personally that a lot of that shit stems from. It's like the world turned on that man when he took that meeting with the Trump administration.
I don't think that's it. If anything, that would give him more leg room inside the room. But no, the fact that they've been doing this he's been doing how many years? The Big Three's been up and running. It's been up and running for a minute now.
Yeah, but my point is, if you it was like a domino effect when he went on that Cocktails with Queens, and he started having that conversation. Next thing you know, everybody was in his ass, and he had to clarify. Mine was, I didn't call mine the platinum plan. Mine was a contract for Black America, and I hit up both the Democrats and Republicans, and the Democrats said they was going to take the meeting, but they didn't. Whatever. But it just seems like after that, because the Big Three, man, I remember it was, man, I watched that shit. It was dope.
2017 it started.
Okay. It was a little half-court joint, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's growing. Still growing.
And what I liked about it, my bad, what I liked about it is a lot of these cats that was in the league some time ago could still come through. We can enjoy seeing them play again. They can get a couple bucks. And we got to see that people still appreciated them, and that just because they time may have been up in the league, people still wanted to see these gentlemen. So I mean, I enjoyed it, but it's clearly some things going on, man. I mean, you talking about it's so bad. They said that the owners were told not to invest any money in it.
Yeah, I mean, he went around them, and that got them burnt. You know what I mean? They real burnt because he went around them, and it's working. And it was like, shit, it's kind of one of those, why didn't we think of that? Right. After the fact. And like I said, I don't think it's about his, his media presence and all that stuff. It's his business savviness. How he went around and got people to back him because, it's him, he's the face of it. But he has, donors and all that other stuff and sponsors. But that's what I'm saying. They're going after people telling them, there will be consequences if you rock with the Big Three. That's where they overstepped. Like, let him do his thing. He didn't win around y'all. Y'all don't want to work with him. Y'all don't want to roll with him. He's gonna roll over you. And nothing's bigger than the fucking NBA right now. But he found a way, and they can't stand it. Because now you can't put it back in the bottle.
I'm gonna say something at the Clint. Go ahead.
Okay, the big thing about it is where this comes from, and this is with all leagues, but the NBA goes back to this from back during the late 70s and the 80s.
The ABA. Go ahead.
Boom.
Go ahead. I see where you was going. Go ahead.
They have an anti-competitive standpoint, and you even see this with the AFL or even with the XFL, with the NFL.
There you go.
They don't like competition. They don't like the idea of competition. They don't like the idea of anything is going to take eyes off them. You can't tell me, and I haven't researched this, so I don't like throwing out the word allegedly. I usually research heavy. I dropped the ball on this one. But even looking at something like And One, the fact of the matter was, And One at one point got people watching ball and watching hoop that wasn't watching before. I look at the fact of And One fed into Rucker Park and all that other stuff was going on long before And One happened. But the fact of the matter is, hip hop's association with ball, because you had Terror Squad teams, you had Rockefeller teams, everything else. Everybody had those squads. Yeah, Bad Boy. All these squads were directly associated with rap labels and was heavily marketed, and that was a big thing. That would thrive, and that's, in my opinion, that's what the Big Three was leaning back towards, was almost like, okay, not only do we have the legitimacy of having former, or even if you want to be a current NBA player, G Leaguer or whatever, G League, they swallowed up the G League. The farm league system was its own entity. And then they was like, no, we'll make you a farm league because we can't have these cats that, because we only got so many slots in the NBA, going there and starting an alternative league for you to watch. So no, you'll be our farm system. Come on. They keep swallowing up stuff and being like, you could be a part of us, but you can't be you. So that's the biggest thing for me, is it's an anti-competitive standpoint of, no, you can't have your own. They did the ABA dirty because so many teams fell off because of the simple fact that it was like, nah, we got to take y'all. We want all your hottest cats. Come on and bring them. We want your hottest teams, bring them. And the rest of those teams fell off because those owners didn't have the money to go along with what was required. And now they are a money-making machine. They print money now. Those multi-billion-dollar TV contracts. That's what's fighting against Cube. And that's the problem. I get what you're saying about who he's aligned himself with politically the standpoints, the statements that he's made about how he feels and what he sees as far as how he's been played and how us as a people and a culture have been played by big media and everything else. But even more so on top of that, it's a money and a power grab. You are not going to use our certified and trained referees. You're not going to use our former talent. You're especially not going to use our current talent. And it's not a case of like, oh, well, we're protecting our players. We don't want them to get hurt. Y'all still let these cats do Drew League every off season.
Right.
What was big man from OKC that got hurt? The I can't think of his name right now, and I could kick myself in the butt because he just popped up this year. Lost the whole season when he was up there guarding LeBron during last year. I think that was Drew League and got himself hurt. Somebody correct me in the comments. But big man that was like in the top 3 picks from last year's draft got hurt in the offseason league guarding LeBron. LeBron, biggest name in the league right now, is playing in these offseason leagues. So don't tell me that you can't do it. But what you've done is made it uncomfortable so they can't go do it in this man's league. Because there's no reason that the big 3 can't flip and be a big 5 and do a 5-on-5 league. There's enough talent out there.
Right.
I understand the gimmick of it is the big 3, but I'm saying you could get these other players involved if you have a bigger crop of talent to mess with. He could be Drew League Part 2 with more spectacle behind it. Go ahead. What you saying?
So, no, real quick, and I'm gonna let my plane is. I'm not arguing with anything either of you gentlemen are saying. My point is this. You know, he even says, "Hey, I didn't align myself with him. I'm doing this for black people, so I took the meeting." And that, it's like they've been on his ass ever since then, right?
Yeah.
In light of this whole Israel Palestine thing, I was watching something the other day on TV, and even in an article, it was either article, I think it was TV, but they were talking about, you know, anti-Semitism, and they went all the fucking way back to NWA.
Of course,
specifically,
Ice Cube's verse, about
Ice Cube's verse,
attorney
about Jerry Heller. You know what I'm saying?
You let us break up our crew,
right? And so, you know, they started making sure that they was pointing the finger. And you know, right now, I mean, anytime a fucking bank say, "Hey man, we ain't gonna hold your money," you know what I mean? These people can say, "Hey man, we ain't got power like that," but when a fucking bank says, "We ain't gonna hold your money," which is what they did to Kanye, you know what that label means. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's everything that you guys are saying, but with the tinfoil Scully, I think it's that too. Go ahead.
And I do agree that Cube. I get tired. No. I got you. I get tired of what people like Cube with other people like that, whether former gangster rapper. This man has been an entrepreneur longer than he has ever been a rapper.
Right.
He has been he's been a family entertainer longer than he was a rapper.
Right.
If you really want to
look at
kids
who don't know him as a rapper, they know him as that dude from Are We There Yet?
Right.
You know, I mean, just like Ice-T. I mean, we know because we were present, but this new generation, all they know is this dude. That's the funny dude from Friday.
There you go.
You know, and that's what it is.
Ice-T is who my grandmama watch on Law and Order.
Yeah, Ice-T sold me my extended car warranty. You know, that's that guy.
All right.
Hey,
what we got next?
What you call it? I sent you that. I didn't send it to that whole thing with Miss Kim Kardashian in the NBA.
The Skims.
Yeah.
Her partnership.
Dude, this is why I want to put this together. Go ahead.
Let me interject real quick, because once again, you're talking about what an 18, 19-year-old, 20-year-old man did and said back in the day, and it applies, and you're holding that against him now as a 60-plus-year-old man. Now, Kim got famous for doing something highly questionable in the public eye.
Again, this is why I wanted to juxtapose the two of it, and is dealing with the NBA directly.
Right.
Yeah. She has a $4 billion underwear business. I didn't even know. Yeah, I didn't even know that the NBA endorsed underwear.
What is a skim?
It's shapewear.
It's shapewear.
So the fact of the matter is, just like we was like Spanx is for women, or like the undershirts that Tank put out a couple of months back on the show. You know, you want to hide your gut, brother? Get this tight shirt.
Get you one of those. Those are Skims, and that company is worth $4 billion, and the NBA partnered with her as making Skims the official underwear of the NBA/WNBA. And I was just like, you got to be kidding me, and
What
y'all
the fuck
wonder
that
why
got to do with men though? Ain't that for women?
No, they now
they got men shit
just
too.
like any other business. The first thing you do is underwear,
It's
and
underwear,
it's
bro.
pull up underwear. So just throw a line on it. Make the
These
legs a little
Skims.
longer. Make the legs a little longer. It's for
We
guys, too.
we laughing, man, but $4 billion ain't nothing to shake at.
No, it ain't nothing to shake at, but I ain't wearing no Skims, motherfucker. I'm keep wearing these and1 draws, motherfucker.
There you go.
Speaking of
They
and1,
won't endorse and1 as the official underwear of the NBA or Nike or
Right.
anybody else, but they will do Skims.
right, from a porno bitch.
Yeah.
Once again, that's exactly my point. If you
And
go,
that was my point.
We are,
That was why I threw it all in the bag.
if you're going to hold against these people, against any individual, this is what you did way back then, and we feel this is how you are. Well, she was a nasty broad that did nasty stuff on camera. That's not who she is anymore. No, she's a legitimate businesswoman. Like I said, this man has been an entrepreneur longer than he was a rapper. His actual gangster. We ain't gonna go into We Be Clubbing and when he was strictly a club rapper. When he was a hardcore gangster rapper, yeah.
Slash movie
Cube could drop
producer,
something
writer,
next week and I'm gonna bang it.
Right.
But we ain't talk about Mount Westmore or anything else. Straight up and down.
We don't get a second act. We're not allowed to have a second act.
We don't get a
once
second
they
act.
pigeonhole us, and that's what you're always going to be labeled as. And that's why we always reinventing ourselves. Look at, the great E40.
Oh man, that goon with the spoon.
That part. The definition of reincarnating yourself, man. This
that
dude
goon
is
heavy.
Come on, man.
Oh,
come on.
And
Earl Stevens selections,
Yeah.
he's doing his thing. He's like, I don't need you to tell me, where I fit in. I'll make my own lane.
Right.
And that's what he did. And that's what Cube did. Because wasn't, what was the late great John Singleton asked him, was like, hey man, when you gonna write your own script? He was like, what you talking about? He was like, man, you could write rhymes. You could damn sure write scripts. You done wrote some of the dopest rhymes for other people.
Right.
You could write a script. And he said that's how he did, Friday. He got involved with doing Friday. He was like, John Singleton told me, like, dude, come on, you got this. It's in you. You do it naturally. Just put it in the right parameters and you got a script.
Right.
And there you go. Keep this moving. I just wanted to throw that in there with the Kim Kardashian and the $4 billion underwear industry that was like, what the hell is a skim? Yeah,
right.
Man, that's what they're doing now on both sides.
Yeah,
right on.
you are. And the fact of the matter is, touching it and then running away real quick. Pause. The fact of the matter is,
He touched it.
He touched it.
Dwight Howard and then running away. Real quick. Pause. Is like the fact of the matter is, like you said, Skims, I'm not holding it against them that this started out as a woman's line and then you're adding a man's line or whatever. I mean, Hanes started one way, you know what I'm saying? Fruit of the Loom started one way, and they both operate for anybody that needs to wear it, they wear it. So that's not what I'm hating on. But where the hate comes from, and it's not necessarily hate, where the opinion and the look at it, well, isn't this interesting? Isn't this a coinky dink? Is yep, they're messing around with my man Cube. You acting like he is such a horrible villain in black. Like, I understand he still rocks the Raiders and the Sox caps, but you acting like this is once again, like he still got the Jerry curl, dog. But this broad still don't got the drool on the chin. That's all I'm saying. We can go ahead and go to the next subject. I'm gonna kick it to the little quick sidebar real quick so I can keep it moving real quick. You brought up Flav, man, and somebody made a joke about Snoop. It's like Snoop done did everything. Now he's just doing the side quests now. Flav is at that same level, man.
Why not get the bag, man? If y'all willing to fly me out, I do what I need to do. And, good for him.
My man sang the national anthem at the Bucks game. Yeah, boy.
And they said people were in the comments like, dude, I didn't know how much I needed to see that.
Yo, man, Flav living his best life, man.
All right, fam. This is the last one, man. Y'all brothers checked out that list.
Hold on.
You gonna put it up?
I don't have a sound effect right now. I'll add a sound effect in. Dirty 30 is in overtime officially right now. This is
Yeah,
overtime.
man.
Dirty 30. We
Overtime,
over the
real
30.
quick.
We going into overtime. There you go, sir.
All right, the list that female said is that's making the rounds, man. The places women absolutely refuse to go on first date, and thank you to the ladies who reached out to me to help me on this list. This is the official list, man. Number 1, Cheesecake Factory. Number 2, Applebee's. Number 3, Chili's. Number 4, Chipotle. Number 5, Olive Garden. Number 6, the movies. Number 7, your house. 8, any fast food chain. 9, Buffalo Wild Wings. 10, Wingstop. 11, Red Lobster. 12, a buffet. 13, IHOP. 14, Denny's. 15, the gym. 16, church. 17, Starbucks. 18, coffee dates. 19, ice cream dates. 20, family functions. I get that. 21, movie night, Netflix and chilling, Hulu. 22, somewhere that requires a long drive. 23, bowling. 24, nightclubs. 25, hookah bar. 26, a bar just for drinks. 27, Waffle House. 28, a sports event. You out your goddamn mind?
Man, let me tell you
All right,
something.
I'm gonna interject first on this. Consider those who are writing this list. This goes right with the DMs as far as folks meeting. You are dealing with, there is only 2 tax brackets that most of this stuff is not what they're doing. And it's either the folks that can't afford to do it, so
Right.
all of this is out of their reach, or the
Right.
folks that's so bracketed out of this that they're just like, oh no, my first date was in Paris, whatever. Besides that, all this stuff in here, it's like, so what you need to do is tell me either 1, you got a food allergy to one of these joints, or 2, this is somewhere that you absolutely, for a disgusting experience or whatever, didn't eat yourself. Because if I can go on your bank statement and find the Olive Garden or whatever receipt that you've been there, or you'll go with your homegirls, come on, fly a kite, man.
I
But
don't
this is all
understand
clickbait.
this whole new brand newness. But some girls, you saw the round, the old girl talking about, who went to the spot and ordered all those goddamn oysters, and old
But
boy on the first date, what
but
the hell was you thinking?
what I was telling y'all in the comments before, even on that, and this goes with people up there finding people in the DMs. Consider the source, look at the outcome.
Gotcha.
When I said to y'all that wasn't much to spend, I was saying consider the location where either
Right.
one of y'all are, and you get a $90 tab. Because I went and hit the menu. How much do this cost? And it was a $90 tab, not including drinks at the end of it, in Atlanta, dog.
Yeah.
Yes, if that was a $90 tab in the yeah, she done lost her mind on a first date, and I don't know you like that. A $90 tab, and where either of y'all locations are, you done came out to the gravy right there, man. On a firstie.
Sauce on
Because
bread. I see you rotating.
but
Give me something,
where
man. Give me
where I
something.
want to go. Hold on, I'm gonna make
All
a
right.
point, and I'm gonna duck out on this one. Where I want to go, looking
He
at
said,
all
all
this
right.
right here is straight up and down. Most of these, yeah, church. No, that's not a first date, dog. You
Not at
tripping.
all.
A gym date. If
Not at all.
that's only for no, I'm gonna go there on that, because if that's really your lifestyle, if you one of them influencers or whatever, yeah, that's y'all want to see that y'all match up. That goes back to the one dude that told the out of shape shorty, nah, you can't get with me. This is what I do. This is my
Right.
lifestyle.
Right.
So if that matches up, if that's really his lifestyle, if that's really her lifestyle, that's as much of a test to the dude you with as much as to the woman, however it goes. Either way, this is what I do. So I need to see if you can kind of relatively keep up with me. But half of these, as far as restaurants go, it's not about where you go. No ice cream dates, no coffee dates. You tripping, because the fact of the matter is it's about the company. It's not about the location.
That
And if
part.
you're just trying to test how much you can run up the tab on me, could
Right.
you support this tab if it was you? That's what we need to get back to.
Go,
Are you just, if you need a free meal, then tell me you broke. And
go ahead.
we need to start hitting people with that. If you broke, say you broke and you need a really good free meal,
Right.
that's fine. But that's not a date then. You need me to commit to charity. Why not just buy you groceries and we call it a day? Do you know what to do with groceries? But I digress.
Go ahead. Sauce on bread, please. Go ahead. Sauce on bread.
I'm just gonna say, man, all I gotta say is, bitch, if it's good for me, it's good for you. You understand me? Like, for real.
Go ahead, man. For real.
Listen, I'm gonna be super quick, man. You made a comment about the demographic of ladies this shit is coming from. I believe it's coming from across the spectrum. But what I've learned is these motherfuckers don't eat out on a regular like that, no fucking way. But for some odd reason, when they meet a young man that they see is interested in them, they feel like, you know what, I'm gonna milk this opportunity for all of its worth, and I'm gonna eat like I ain't never ate before. And my thing is this, man. The price of pussy ain't went up that much to where you can tell a motherfucker the Cheesecake Factory ain't good enough.
There you go. Like I said,
that's a nice motherfucking date.
But girls,
in my book,
they got the thing called the foodie call. Man, not a booty call, a foodie call.
Man,
like just to go and run up the tab on 40-something oysters, or
right.
look at you sideways when you take them to a chain restaurant.
Let me tell you something.
You said, kick rocks.
I met a young lady that told me, and I didn't even know what the fuck this was. I thought it was some nice shit. She told me, and I ain't even asked for this because when I usually would meet a young lady, I made it a point to never talk sexual right off the rip. And out of nowhere, she was like, "Yeah, I don't give head." I'm like, "What? Where the fuck that come from?" I'm just letting you know. Now, mind you, we were supposed to go to PF Chang's. Well, just so you know, the date didn't happen. I took another young lady that same night to the Cheesecake Factory. You know what I'm saying? Pink cookies in a plastic bag, getting crushed by a building after that because the Cheesecake Factory was nice to her. And this chick was like, "Why you ain't take me to dinner?" I was like, "Bitch, you ain't sucking no wang. You ain't getting no PF Chang.
That's it.
That's it.
In the words of the great philosopher Willie D, I take your ass to a chicken fight.
You goddamn right.
And that wasn't on the list, so we good.
Right.
Take your ass to a chicken fight.
Right.
Or Staples. Eat shop.
Staples. Listen, hey, a buffet is good. Bitch, I'm feeding you. I'm providing you with sustenance. You don't get to tell me that where I choose to provide your kibbles and bits at is not good enough. Heifer.
Apparently, that person won't be eating that night.
Right.
I saw that one skit. I don't know if it's a skit or not. Where old boy, they went out to eat, and she pretty much said that they wasn't going to do anything afterwards or whatever. So he ordered up, and he was like, "You got your wallet?" And she was like, "What are you talking about?"
Oh yeah, that was a skit.
Yeah, he was like, "We gonna split this or whatever." And he's sitting there eating a steak in front of her, and she was like, "I left my purse. I left my wallet at home."
Hey.
It was like, "Your mama didn't teach you to always bring your money with you, no matter who you with." And he sat there and ate the whole motherfucking fucking steak and watched this girl just sit there and get full off of water and bread.
Hey, I've hit him with that Dutch Schultz in a heartbeat. You got yours. No, but it's the first date, right? We getting to know each other.
Right.
Because as far as I'm concerned, you ain't gonna tell me that I have to take you somewhere nice. Like I said, I might be in the mood for Waffle House. Oh, you don't want it? Stay the fuck at home then.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get me an extra pecan waffle with some smothered hash browns.
He got the order.
Smothered and covered, man. Smothered and covered.
Right. Yeah, man.
So
the whole biggest thing about it is I do look at portions of this list. One, I'm not going anywhere where being at the first date is I'm supposed to be getting to know if I even want to see you again or talk to you again.
Right.
The meal is extremely secondary to all of it. One, I need to see if the way you chew annoys me. If the way I chew annoys you.
Right. Your manners. Your mannerisms.
Yeah, what your manners look like. No, first place is not a family event. So part of this list is valid.
Yeah,
and I think those portions of the list came from real people.
Right.
But I think the rest of this, I'm high value. And y'all let.
You good? Oh man, beat down froze up on us.
You right? You had a Wendy Williams moment.
Yeah, you froze up for a minute.
Oh no, I ain't never have a Wendy Williams moment. We don't play in them pools. No, I ain't.
Don't do that, man. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I do not play with the Pusha T product, bro.
Gotcha.
I do not play in the snow.
Damn right.
I'm from Ohio. I don't play in the snow. I ain't have a windy moment. But going back to it real quick, in all reality, when we're looking at this situation, y'all, Sierra and Russ trolled y'all on purpose. That is one of y'all city girls. That is one of y'all role models. Like somebody said before, y'all up there got the city girls, y'all got Beyonce, y'all got Sierra and all these folks, Megan and all these folks telling you to live your best single life and be a thought and everything else, and they are booed up and happy. They are getting rings. They are up there cooking. Cardi up there cooking and cleaning houses. She said, I don't cook, I don't clean, but I do a couple of things. She was cleaning it. And my man Offset was up there like, look at this. She cleaned the bathroom. She a mama, dog, for real, to the fullest extent of it.
Yeah.
Yo,
but
do not
like you said,
let
this, like you said, this, I'm pretty sure this was clickbait, but some of it, some of it I get, but I'm just seeing more and more, you know, these girls saying, you know, they high value and they don't do chain restaurants and and it's like you can't even spell the restaurant you really want to go to.
Right.
You know, let's so stop with the, you know, with the Capanese.
It smell Massimo's.
You better go on there and take these oxtails and call it a day.
Word.
You better go get these motherfucking JoJo fries and that's gandules shit down.
Goddamn right.
Ribs, motherfucker.
At 10 for 10.
Goddamn right.
Right now at this moment as a married man, if I went to my wife's spice cupboard right now, my wife not only can enjoy and partake in some of the finest meals there, she can prepare them. And she has made it a point, not in her stating, but of the character of her. I want to give her those crazy, wild out things. And those aren't crazy and wild out to me because of the character of the person she was. But not putting out there. Our first date was to see Staples and Webb's, dog.
See? There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the home team.
Yeah,
sauce on fries.
Sauce on fries.
Sauce on fries, extra sauce on bread. And but it was about us. Yeah. It was about us connecting, us talking, us learning each other.
But
and
that's
what the point was.
The disconnect is there's no real dating right now.
No.
The dating scene, I'm so glad I'm not in that pool or whatever. Like I gotta be on Tinder. I gotta be on, you know, on one of these sites to hook up. Right. It's a hookup culture. You know,
if you're Dwight Howard, you got to be on Grindr.
Go ahead. See, yeah, but that's it. I landed my plane. I'm good, man. I'm good. I just wanted to touch on that, man.
The NBA should be willing to deal with the cat if they partnering with some Skims, motherfucker.
He's been wearing them for
years. He can't get over that part.
Skims.
Okay, get over that part. It's like, man, what is it? Shapewear for men?
Yeah, man, get the fuck out of here.
Hey, I'm a bigger brother now. My wife take good care of me and got me up here with the belly. I ain't gonna mess with Skims, but was that undershirt company? I need a link real quick. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're talking about.
Brother can tighten it up. Tighten it up. I'm gonna do the crunches too. But if they can fake it out, I can fake it out too. Take some of this in.
I plan on losing all the shit, but before I put on some Skims, I will let my belly meat hang from right under the t-shirt. Just right under that motherfucker.
There you go. I'll be walking around here like Winnie the Pooh.
There you go. Blood and honey. All right. So, all right, man.
All right, brothers.
Hey, it's been a wonderful dirty 4357.
We try to tighten it up next time, man. We try to tighten it up.
Right on. That's all.
Hey, man. It's been my pleasure rocking with y'all as usual.
Yes, sir.
Hey, holla at y'all, brothers. Okay. We'll be back to do it again.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Peace.